Hello everybody, it's Everalt4 for the weekly update. This one's probably going to be short because I actually have to leave. If you're wondering why the change of position, or not just it's because it's nighttime, and when it's nighttime I need my light on. And when my light is on, sitting, straight facing the, just from my desk doesn't work. Because everyone can just see a giant light and that's it, reflecting off the ceiling and the back of the TV. So yeah, I'm on my bed instead. So you get to see the poster wall. Yay! I did this for a little bit once, but it's refreshing to see the poster wall every once in a while. And Sephiroth, God, he's adorable. I love him. But anyway, so just an update on this past week. It was a chemo week for me. It wasn't that bad. I'm really, really happy that I can say that. I'm sorry. It wasn't that bad. And there's two factors for that, two major factors. One is this cute little guy right over here, who, I don't know, just making me happy having him. It's great. The other, he's so cute. The other is because one of the chemos that I take, okay, that's enough. One of the chemos that I take is oral. Well, they're all oral, but one of them is a drink, the other one is a pill on the heavier chemo weeks. On the other times, I take other pills they're called chemo, but they don't give me side effects, so I don't call it chemo. But on the heavy chemo weeks, the ones where I don't feel well, I take one that's a drink, and it's small doses, but it's really, really bad, like vomit inducing. So it's hard to talk about it. I've done it in the past. It's hard to talk about if you guys have watched before, but so I mix it in with something, and the doctors recommended mixing it in with cranberry juice because cranberry juice has a very strong taste, and it mostly negates it. And that kind of worked for a while until I grew an aversion to anything that even remotely tasted like cranberry because of the association with making me sick and being chemo, despite the fact that also I don't really like cranberry juice that much. So it got to a point where, like, even thinking about having to take it would make me sick, and that would make my chemo weeks miserable. If you've been following me on Twitter the past few months, you'll see that I usually, my sanity is usually just, dips into non-existent and negative levels during the chemo weeks where I've had to force myself to drink that stuff. And I was actually starting to get scared for myself in some ways, which is not a good thing to have in your life. So we talked to the doctor about it because, we wanted to see, because originally they had suggested cranberry juice because that was what washed the taste out the best. So we talked to them and they said, well, maybe you could try some other stuff. We have any suggestions? So I said, well, maybe grape juice, because I like grape juice and it's full of sugar, it's strong, it's good. So we tried it this week, and unless I got a placebo, which I know I didn't because I still felt very sick in general, it completely washed the taste away. I didn't taste it at all mixed in with the grape juice, it was amazing. I still didn't feel well. I still don't feel well because chemo is chemo, but the worst part of the chemo week for me was having to drink that stuff and suppressing the gag reflex and not vomiting it and having my stomach roil afterward. And I didn't get that this time. And I'm really happy. I'm really happy because I don't feel like I'm killing myself or not killing myself anymore. I just feel like I'm getting treatment again, and that's a very precious feeling. It's very hard to describe the lack of stress that I have now over that. And yeah, so that was a really good part of the week. That was a really good part of the week. Also, the world seems to be falling apart. If you've been following the news, I'm not going to get into it, but yeah, the world is falling apart. So, but what's new about that? This week was a weird week. But yeah, in terms of my channel, Katamari Forever finished. I'm really sad. I was just talking about happiness. I'm really sad. Katamari Forever ended up. It was a good Katamari game. It was a fun Let's Play, like all the Katamari Let's Plays were. But it was the first one that I actually put in effort after beating it. The other ones I stopped because it was a blind Let's Play. I wasn't gonna 100% it. This one, I kept going and going and going, and I think I really needed that because it was giving me that happiness infusion that I was severely lacking these past months. And I'm gonna miss the Let's Play, but I think I know what I'm gonna be doing next. I'm not gonna announce it yet because I don't own the game and I haven't started it, but it's probably gonna be blind and it's not gonna be a happy game like Katamari Sadness. But I think you guys will enjoy it, and it's related to something I've done on my channel before, which is why I'm thinking about doing it. But until I actually purchase the game, I'm not going to make any promises. But yeah, so that's that. Sephiroth, what are you doing? He's reenacting his favorite scene from Final Fantasy VII, just without a certain flower girl. I'm sorry. I really like this guy. Anyway, so yeah, so this week, Katamari finished, and I ran out of missions to do in Crisis Core. Oh no, I have to go back to the story again. Once we got Costly Punch, that changed the game. Costly Punch and being able to get that 500% HP increased Drango materia. Yeah, I did all of the missions that are available to me currently. More unlock as we go through the game, but I did all the missions that are available to me currently except for the Great Cave of Wonders, Cavern of Wonders, which from the point that I stopped at the halfway point, it gets exponentially harder, and I want to be more like level 80 to even think about attempting those. So yeah, we're going to go back to the game. But anyway, the reason why I'm recording this at night is because I'm actually going to New York tonight and going to be away till tomorrow for a friend's wedding. So I don't know if I would have time to record a weekly update tomorrow at my friend's house before the wedding. So the friend I'm staying at for the other friend's wedding. Yeah, so I'm doing this tonight, and you'll see it tomorrow. So yeah, I'm sorry there wasn't any Let's Create recently because 2 weeks ago was Nintendo Project stream. This past week was chemo. I'm gonna try to get back into it. And also in the meantime, while there's no side Let's Play, I'm probably gonna keep those days either blank or just put in random stuff. I'm not gonna fill it with Crisis Core because that's gonna be a lot of recording for me. Crisis Core is taking a lot of effort. The story itself, its story mode itself, is one thing, but it takes a long time to get the mission videos out of the way. So yeah. Okay, and so yeah, so that's that. Finally, talking about the stuff for this week. I ordered a couple of weeks ago the new Splatoon amiibo that came out. So we got Callie and Marie. Yay! They actually look pretty awesome. I'm sorry that you can't really see too well because bad lighting, so it's not focused. But yeah, the detail is fantastic, and Marie is adorable. I actually compared this to the picture that I drew, and it's pretty close, except for the eyes direction and stuff. But yeah, these are really nice amiibo, and it wasn't too expensive, actually. I also got a little thing of Kylo Ren's shuttle from Star Wars Lego. This was supposed to come with my pre-order of Lego Star Wars Episode 7, but they forgot to give it to me, so my little brother got it this week from them for free. Yay! Also, a new Nintendo Force magazine came out, which has some really good stuff in it, but the poster is what you're all wondering about, and I posted this. It's for, the front of this is for Zero Time Dilemma, which I never played the 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors game, or the sequel, but reading about it in Nintendo Force actually looks like something I might be interested in. It kind of reminds me of a Danganronpa thing, not with the dating sim aspect, but the bunch of people go in, people die, try to solve things. It's obviously not the court case thing. it's a general idea. This is more puzzle oriented and stuff. But also the other side of the poster is like, it's just awesome. I have a better picture of this on Twitter if you didn't see it. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here. A lot of different franchises for the Olympic type sports thing. So yeah, actually, Space Channel 5 person. I like that. So it's good stuff. It's good stuff. And finally, stuff from Christy. Yay! So yeah, Christy sent some good stuff. It was actually supposed to be here last week, but the post office was rude. So first she sent me some yokai medals, which are adorable. Very cute, guys. Also, Pokemon and Pokemon cards and Animal Crossing. So like a hippo and a nice Aegislash that I think we might have this one. I don't know, but it's cool. Stance change is nice. Apple. Have to make sure it doesn't just reflect. A Fiery Torch card, which actually is pretty interesting. Discard a Fire Energy card from your hand. Draw 2 cards. Goldie. And Barreled. Barreled is like the creepiest villager ever. My brother also bought me a pack of Series 3 cards that they actually had in stock for once. I got a Tom Nook here and a Bam and Velma, who's really creepy. Wolfgang, who I like. Astrid, which is the name of a friend of mine, who I liked once upon a time. And Meringue, who I really like Meringue. But yeah, also finally, picture that she drew of the character made Clara and Kamani. This is she made this as a part of the backstory for them, but it just says like, even in the darkest times, I know that I'm never truly alone. It's just if you want to go on Christie's DeviantArt, she has a little story about that, and it's cool. And thank you very much. This letter also helped this week a lot. Yeah, so I'm gonna get going over here because I need to pack now. Thank you very much for watching. This week is gonna be Crisis Core and maybe random stuff. It really depends on how much time I have, because I have a dentist appointment on Wednesday and probably gonna have to record with other people, and yeah, and have the wedding tomorrow and stuff. Also, I don't have it over. My little brother also went to GameStop and bought the PS4 version of Evolve because it was like literally $5. Literally $5. Let's see. Evolve, $7.64, and it came with the season pass, which was 15 bucks, but okay. He also bought Knack for $9, so yay. So I have Knack and Evolve on PS4 now. I haven't played either of them yet, but we have that, and apparently Knack is fun. I didn't get it because I didn't get the PS4 on launch, but my little brother says it's good. And Evolve, I tried the beta on the PC, and it was pretty fun. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna actually stop talking now. Thank you very much for watching. It's been Sephiroth1204 and Yarn Sephiroth with the weekly update. And yeah, have a good week, everybody. And thank you for your support as always, and the lack of ad blocking and all that stuff. And stay awesome. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.